jump on here, leave some comments, ask some questions. We can have some dialogue. Woodland dual rifle subloads. These are probably already sold out. You can check though. They'll hold an AK mag or an M4 mag, one each mag pouch. Put pistols on the front if you like. Comes with 2 leg straps and a hanger. We also have them being made right now in black and multicam black. All you guys that ordered Cupcake Day orders, here are some of the bags. We let you guys order the colors you wanted. Looks like 2 guys ordered Raid, asked for Raid. Somebody asked for orange. Different color schemes out here. Those will most likely ship your orders tomorrow. Still more bags here being made. I'm a minute into the video. I show 3 people online, 3 thumbs up. Thanks. Type out some comments there. We can have some conversation about whatever you want to talk about. Billy Magnum, what's up? How are you? Amanda, liked and shared, right on. Tracking on 2 OD Rallymans, Eric, right on. YouTube has not been putting out when we go live. Last night after I was on live, we were talking in some of the groups and people were saying they were looking for us and they weren't even able to find the live. So we'll see. I'm 2 minutes into this and there's only 7 people on. And what that means is YouTube is not sending notifications out. Tip Top, what's up? I'm good working on Mercedes GL 550 air suspension. That's a G-Wagon, isn't it? Came over YouTube from Facebook, but didn't get YouTube. Yeah, it's a trip, isn't it? I have over 3,500 videos on YouTube, and YouTube doesn't fucking work the way it's supposed to work. Makes no sense whatsoever. V8 SUV, it's the V8 SUV. Got it. Not familiar with it? Right on. John, what's up? Are you ready for the cold? We're supposed to have cold here in a day or two. Next week, we're supposed to have a ton of rain. Thursday this week, we're supposed to have snow. We're supposed to have a couple of under freezing all day long days. Brandon McGuire, what's up? Thanks for answering my belt question. Right on. 2-inch duty belt, very soon. What are you waiting for? Why don't you go order it right now? What are they? Aren't they like $45? They're very inexpensive. Building the pigs a new shelter for the cold weather. Are pigs are they cold tolerant? I have no idea. I've never had pigs. We moved some chicken coops today because I split the runs into multiple runs so we can lock all the birds down by species so that we know when we have fertile eggs. So if we sell fertile eggs, we know exactly what's inside that egg. And then we're going to run a lot of deep mulch this winter because the mulch puts out heat also. But I think I'm going to put some of the birds into row houses maybe next year. Getting hit with cold, -9 feels like 22. Yeah, our true weather is -2 as a low and -8 as a high. What color did you run for the dual rifle subloads? Woodland. I also have black and multicam black being sewn right now. Those will probably finish tomorrow. 2-inch duty belt will do everything these $200 belt people are buying do. I didn't know there's a $200 belt out there. Fuck, I would be making a $200 belt. Risky, what's up, buddy? So we're filming tomorrow we're filming another episode of Panic Prepper. And not Panic Prepper, we're filming an episode of Pulling the Thread. And then we're filming a gear video, and we'll film some kind of video of me yelling at the camera probably. And no, I guess we are filming a Panic Prepper also. We're doing a Panic Prepper tomorrow also. The lack of nudity on this channel is appalling. I'm with you. I am with you. Spent mag pouches. Yeah, they just cut spent mag pouches. I've got coyote ones over here on the floor right now. Oh, two-piece Molly belts. Yeah, it's all the rage right now. Cody, I just ordered one in Woodland Dual subloads. It'll ship tomorrow morning. Unless you added other stuff to it. If you ordered it by itself, it'll for sure ship tomorrow morning. They're already packed up. Leg straps are in there. All the hardware's in there. The hanger's there. These are ready to go in boxes. No YouTube note. Evan, I put YouTube on last night or night before, and it never got over 9 people. I was 10 minutes into it, never got over 9. There's dudes on tonight saying they did not get any notification also. I don't know what's going on. Our videos are monetized. Everything's working on YouTube. They're throttling the live feeds way back for some reason. Multicam Black Rallyman subload. Right on. Only here because Amanda posted in the group. Right on. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Baofeng's making an 8-watt handheld now. I thought the whole thing with the handy talkies was they limited them at 4.5 because that's what was close to be. That was what's safe to be by your head. Byron Roberts. They aren't truly 8-watt. That's what I figured. Cody. Okay, are we live? Can you hear me? Blacked out. Had to reconnect. No idea what the fuck's going on. Chase, what's up? Did you know there's like 300 LGD, I can't even pronounce it, working in high positions of government? Brandon, there's way more than 300. Way more than 300. Whose video did you watch? I watched it this morning. Was it Black Scout Survival's video that went through and read off the list? Fucking crazy. Highly psychologically stable, right? Nate had a good talk on radios on Toolman Tim's live last night. Nate who? Audio is back. Oh, was Canadian Prepper, was he on Toolman Tim's pod on his deal? That's cool. Family Driven, what's up? Audio is back. Baofeng AR120, and it's basically a UV9R. It can transmit around 8.5. What's a UV9R? Oh, Yaesu? Just waiting to buy the belt to ask sizing. Right on. Followed you over from Facebook. Strange, no viewers. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I used to do a live feed every morning on the treadmill, literally just on the treadmill, and I would have 3,000 to 5,000 people on just while I was on the stair stepper or the treadmill. Baofeng AR150, decent unit. If you guys are not familiar, you should check out Radio Made Easy. He sells a lot of, he'll send them programmed, but he also sells a lot of accessories for those things too. And I know him in real life, and he will do you right. NC Scout recommended it, and he runs the RTO course. Had a lot of success with it so far, right? I'm not familiar with who NC Scout is. You guys got cold coming? We got a lot of cold coming. Well, actually not a lot. We have some real cold coming, followed by some rain. and then back into 40-degree weather. Just finished 3-day Travis Haley class. That dude has much knowledge. It's like drinking from a fire hose. I know Travis. Travis used to come in and buy gear at my shop when he was in the Marine Corps. Saying -20 with -50 for it. Where the fuck are you at, Mike? I'm glad I'm not there. SOE customers are the best customers. Right on. And yeah, I'm a fan of Travis. I like Travis. Travis did a really good video with Grand Thumb. If you've not seen it, you should check it out. I think John would really like NC Scout. Has a podcast on Apple, Spotify called Radio Contra. Runs training company in the next county over. I might have seen his YouTube channel. I do listen to quite a bit of that. I will second that Evan has really hooked me up with radios for our whole team and special equipment to make them reach out further. Been out locking things down for the cold wind, prepping the rabbit area. Most stuff that people are doing for rabbits and chickens doesn't have to be done. I don't know your situation or where you are. We spend, I don't know, $1,000 every year on straw and hay, and it doesn't make much of a difference. The rabbits don't even use it. They just kick it out, eat it, and shit all over it. North Carolina 2 would be cool to connect. Yep. Evan's a good dude. Like, even if you've got your shit dialed in on your radio stuff and don't need radio stuff, Evan is a good dude. Like, he has a lot of other things that you would benefit from, even if you're not a customer. Another ice age here in Houston. Yeah. We saw how that went last year. Was that last year or was that 2 years ago? What did this asshole cat do? I just heard a big ass crash. I don't know what that was. I think he knocked that cutting mat off the table. These guys have fucking destroyed this table. Tim Foley, welcome to the Thunderdome. For you guys listening that are not aware, we have a membership. It says join or membership or something. It's $1. We put up over 10 hours of content every week that does not go public. That includes the Pulling the Thread podcast. That includes the members Q&A. Amanda and I do about 3 hours a week of that. And then if you're at the $5 level, that's the Thunderdome level there, then you get to actually interact, ask questions. We read your questions and have dialogue in regards to them. That becomes the videos for the question and answering. And then we pick several winners out of there each week, and we send you gear. So it's you get way beyond your $5. And I would say that everybody that participates in there, almost for the most part, has won at some point. Chuck Peoples, what's up, man? Yeah, we're rocking lower 20s. Gotcha. Do the cats ever try to sabotage the SOE workspace? No, they're actually not out. The cats are out when we are here. When we turn the lights off, the cats get put into their cat kennels and the cats sleep. If you have a cat, you know how your cat sleeps like 20 hours out of the day? Our cats are out in here running around 6-8 hours a day. On the weekends, they're out most of the day. When employees are here, the cats are not out. Just because that way they don't have to worry about them running out when they open the doors and shit. But no, the cats, they definitely knock shit off the workstations. They like to bat things around, you know. But every one of these sewing machines has a drawer, and every one of these ladies could take all their shit and put it in the drawer. If it bothers anybody, nobody has said anything about it. Who's making Travis's soft goods? I don't know who's making them right now. When Travis wanted to do gear, He'd actually hit me up. We did a couple of NSW chest rigs for him. We couldn't produce them though. Like I sell everything we make direct to consumer. I don't even have a dealer program. We turned off 63 international dealers and 52 national, 52 US dealers 7-8 years ago. We shut our dealer program down. And we sell everything direct to consumer. Like I can't build anything for anybody other than our customers. Liberal still saying the Hunter Biden laptop is not real. Do we think they believe it? Come on, they're still wearing costumes out in public too. Do we think they actually believe it? Wish I had a conspiracy podcast or weekly live broadcast on the topic. Risky. We did that. I did 126 episodes of Pulling the Thread. We still do. Our podcasts are driven by your guys' comments. Odie black clothes bag, right on. We just built a bunch of them. Another Ice Age here in Houston. Got it. We read all those. We do the rabbits in a barn with chickens underneath. Got it? So you're doing like a racking house. They're all pretty cold hardy, but their water lines aren't. We switch to stainless dog bowls in the winter and winterize with IBC water rig. Right on. So we switched to bowls. I use rubber bowls just because they're very easy to bang the ice out of. I change water twice a day. And then of course you have some rabbits that are just assholes and will chew the shit out of the rabbit out of the rubber bowls. So they get metal dog bowls. I feel like the rubber bowls get you about an hour, 2 hours longer before it freezes, where the metal bowls transfer the cold and freeze a little bit faster. Ice Age will be when the Yellowstone caldera decides it's time to check out, yeah. Odie black spent mags. Right now we have Coyote spent mags. I think they start tomorrow. They start sewing them tomorrow. These cats are fucking out of control tonight. I think we're about to add a bobcat. Ha! What are you gonna do? Where are you going? Come here. Come here. Normally he'll bump heads with you. He's super loving. This iPad puts something out. Anytime you point it at the animals, they fucking scatter. Just got some 1,000 denier Highlander, making some Fugan gear. Tried some laminate Brookwood Squadron. Not sure how I'd like it just yet, but it's pretty cool. So it's super heavy, super thick. The only reason to use laminate is if you wanted a different color on each side, or if you want to laser cut it, because you and who let's be real, who does that? Guys that don't know how to sew pals. When you use laser cut, you can cut your pals into the material, which is fine for attaching, but it's really heavy. Why would you do that? Why don't you just use like Whisper Light or something thin, you know? And if you do pals, for instance, like on the side, what is this here? On the side of a backpack, it's gonna rip eventually, right? If you have a client that's really using that shit, it's not durable. So the double laminate, the Squadron stuff, the only advantage to it is that you can laser cut it and it won't fray because it is laminated. Yeah, Isaac Barrett, no notifications, man. Cut it with a sharp box cutter. Yeah. It's very, very expensive. Very expensive. You're buying 2 pieces of Cordura. if you're cutting with a box cutter, man, get a rotary cutter. Get you a nice big quilting mat, you know, a cutting mat. Get the biggest one you can afford or the biggest one you can find. Walmart even has them, but they don't have the giant ones. And use a rotary cutter for straight line stuff. So these should all ship tomorrow. And these should all ship tomorrow. These are all waiting on llama cocks, which we have done. Somebody fucked them up. They've got to fix them. And then we have, these are all cupcake day bag orders. Those should all ship tomorrow too. X-Pack material, yeah, it's neat. It's neat. Why do you want it? It's super loud. It looks neat. I don't have it in any of my products. We have it. We've sewn it in things before. Super light. It's more like ultralight backpacking type stuff. It's not my market though. Did orders with USMC bag ship? No. Yes, a ton of them did. Hundreds of them did. Yours apparently has not, since you're asking about it. And what it's waiting on is probably this embroidery over here. And when we come over, the machines have USMC embroidery on them. So that's probably what yours is waiting on. Joseph Fraser, what's up? Fiskars or a tracked one. I've got a good cutting mat, just getting stuff as I progress. I'm just talking about the, it looks like a pizza cutter. It's got round rotary blade on it. Fiskars makes one. Power rotary cutter. So I have a power rotary cutter, and it didn't do anything spectacular. It's sitting here somewhere in a case. I've also used like the East Wing fabric saws, and those will cut, I don't know, 50 layers of material deep. But if you have a piece of equipment we made, it was cut with scissors. Like every bit of what you see here is cut like a fifth grader. It's traced and cut, and it's cut with scissors. Those scissors right there. And these scissors right here. Fiskars makes pretty decent axes and other, yeah, Fiskars, that's the same company. They make all the edge stuff that says Gerber on it also. Hatchets and little saws and stuff. And it's okay. It's decent. If you have a hatchet or like a maul that says Fiskars on it, you will definitely improve everything about your life when you buy like a higher end axe or a higher end splitting axe or a higher end maul. Grants for Brooks axes, steel, like the chainsaw company. I don't know who makes them for them. Maybe they do, but they do a actual splitting axe and a couple axes. And when you move from anything from Walmart to anything prosumer or even higher end, world of difference for you, right? You take somebody with an axe and you give them a Gerber axe or a Home Depot axe, they're eventually going to cut the tree down. But if you give them a Grand Forest Brooks axe and the proper one, they're going to cut it down in half the time. And then the other half of it is skill. You could take a very skilled guy and a shitty axe and give a really good axe to a guy who's not skilled, and he's definitely going to beat the other dude with the better equipment. But the equipment does make a difference with those. USMC bag ordered, but ordered it with a belt, so it'll be a while. Just depends on what it is, Kenneth Wilcox. Sounds very similar to radio. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Baofangs work. Sure they do. They don't fucking, they're not going to hold up like a Yaesu radio is, though. They can even talk to each other. They can even do the same things. But it's like buying, I don't need that Honda motorcycle. I can buy that Chinese import one. You can. Wait till you have to get parts for it. Wait till you need support for it. The support for Baofeng is put it in the trash and buy another one, right? You see tons of videos with guys that are running and gunning and training all the time. And he's like, I buy 12 Baofangs because 2 aren't going to work. And then 2 are going to fail. And that leaves me with 8. And I have 6 guys on my team. And you can totally afford to do that. Benefits to the Plum card. Didn't see cash. Yeah, they have cash back on there. Look at it a little further. Do a comparison from the cards from American Express. Isn't the Plum card have no annual fee on it also? Speaking of belts, that trouser belt with zipper pouch looks awesome. It is, but be honest with yourself. Are you actually going to use it? Are you really going to use that thing? They get built the same. Like you order a trouser belt, we build them within a couple days if we don't have them. Same with EDC belts. Stevie Peoples, what's up? What's up? Fiskars, go-to for garden yard work department. I have a lot of Fiskars also, man. I do. Get yourself some silky saws, limbing saws and pruning saws. You will love them. And then Smith Corona makes some clippers and little pruning clippers that will stomp the Fiskars stuff. The Fiskars stuff is okay. And when you take it out of the box, it works wonderfully the first day you use it. But as soon as you get a nick or a ding in that shit, it's all fucking over with. I mean, you can sharpen them, but I mean, you're buying something that you can get from Walmart, and Walmart's target customer is not high-end customer, and they work, man. They work great. But when you use something that's higher end, it works so much better. Do you get free use of the gym if you work at SOE? Yes, Preston. You would be amazed at how few people use that gym. Just wanted to say thanks for all the content. Fun to watch this week while it's -20. Where the fuck are you at that it's -20? Did you hear S2 Undergrounds today? I did, Isaac. I actually shared it. If anybody has reached to that guy, I've reached out to him several times. I actually just followed him on Instagram today. I didn't know he was on Instagram. There's a couple accounts there of his, or it looks to be him. I want to have him out to the Self-Reliance Festival, and we've not had any luck getting a hold of him. So if anybody has access to that dude, or knows him, or has some communication with him, put me or Nicole in touch with him. Fiskars scissors from Joanne. I didn't know Joanne's had their own. Yeah, he does great content. I actually sent his content to a dozen or so people today. I'm in a high-threat environment, don't have the legal ability to carry weapons, including knives. I use all stashy, hidden thing. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I just split 3 cords on Sunday Used a DeWalt 4.5-pound splitting axe. First time I've used the axe. Honestly, best I've ever used. Right on, right on. I was looking at steel splitting axes today, as a matter of fact. They have them 20 minutes from me, and they have them 30 minutes from me at two different locations. Saw a dude a couple weeks ago at a gas station in Asheville, truckload full of firewood. And it was fresh, like it had green moss still growing on it. And I said, what'd you split that with? And he pulled out, and he had that steel. He's like, a splitting axe, man, makes all the difference in the world. I'm like, right on. Fisker apps in my Jeep. Yeah, that'd be great, because especially with the heat, right? It's not going to warp that handle. Condensation, moisture is not going to affect it. But that handle, those poly handles, take a lot of the energy out of it. Join his Patreon, try to get in touch. Yeah, that was my next move, Evan. That'd be awesome. John, can Thunderdome members still send startling pictures for physical fitness accountability, not for a response, but so I feel accountable? You can do that without being a Thunderdome member. Aren't you in our one of our closed groups? Fucking put them up in there. Dudes will reply to it. Silky saws are great. They are. They are very good, man. Fargo, North Dakota. All right, guys. I'm going to jump off of here. We'll go for a couple more minutes while I turn these lights off. Anything you want to say, discuss, anything you want to see before we get off of here? I have a very, very full day tomorrow. I'm going to try those pneumatic splitters that use hydraulic jacks. I've seen them. I've not used them. I have a couple of log splitters, like 20-ton log splitters. I think that's what their number is, like from Tractor Supply. About $1,000. I have a couple of those. And then I have a Wolf Ridge log splitter. It's a firewood processor, really. It's got a hydraulic wedge that raises up and down. Every punch, every time it presses, it cuts the piece of wood into 4 pieces. Has a lift gate. When you're doing firewood, especially in volume, the least amount of human input, the least times you have to touch that wood, the more money you're making on that wood. Don't have Facebook to be in the closed group unless there's an LG one, a lag one. No, I don't know what that is. We use a steel splitting maul and another one that's gear setup works great. Right on, Billy Magnum. So I find that there is a steel splitting axe, and then I see a splitting maul, and they look to be the same thing, but I am not clear whether that is the case or not. I see dealers listing them as splitting mauls, but when you look on Steel's website, they list it as a splitting axe. Hearing Pro case and Raid Red Thread. Yeah, send an email. I feel like you probably did. Send it again. Clave, what's up? Caswell, thanks. Right on. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good night. If you are ever emailing me about an order, make sure you are replying to your order confirmation that has all of the information on it. Splitting axe is thinner on the head, different angles. Okay, good info. Have a good whatever you celebrate. Preston, where are you at, man? Lunch bags in the works. No, we don't have any lunch bags in the works. We ran them until they didn't sell fast and we stopped making them. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Good night.